So this is a video about fixing a microwave where the fan starts when the door is opened. So basically what happens here is that there's some switches that know, quote unquote, whether the door is open or closed. And some people might wonder, oh my gosh, is it really cooking me? But to prove that it's not, just for fun. I mean, I knew it wasn't because I know how this works. Actually, this is the second time the switch went out. But you can listen, and you can hear the difference between when it's cooking and when it's not. This is the model. So you hear when this is the power level changing. And actually, it's not power level, it's just kicking on and off. There's no halfway. It's either generating microwaves or it's not. So I flipped off a circuit breaker, and I didn't. I know that there's a capacitor inside the microwave that can hold a charge. This one actually has a device that bleeds off the charge, but there was no thick wires in the area of the control panel, the control board. So I just took this thing off, and that's how it's hooked on the bottom. There's 3 of those hooks on the bottom, and then just one screw holds this control panel in place. And you just lift it up a little bit, and it comes off. And I put it to the left here. But that's just so that I could get the camera in there and show the, show the switch. That's one of the switches there. Now, one of the things I did was rotate it, try to get it out of the way, just so that I could take the videos with the camera. But you'll want to rotate it the other way because there's fewer wires in the way. But the camera I couldn't get a shot. And what I'm doing is I'm removing this. There's a plastic piece that's the whole height of the door, and there's 2 screws that hold that in. And I'm removing this not because I necessarily need to. I could figure out which switch was the problem and replace it without removing all this. But I did this just as a demonstration for the, just so you could see what it was inside there that we were working on, because it's very difficult to get a decent shot inside the microwave here. I don't have good lighting and whatnot. So that's the top switch, which I've got disconnected already. And then I'm going to rotate this around, and here's the middle switch, top, middle, and bottom. This one has locking spade connectors, so you can't just pull on them. You have to push on the little thing that's holding it, and then you can get it off like that. The top and the bottom for this switch are both the same. You have to take a teeny little screwdriver or something and poke the little springy thing, and then the spade connector will come off. So I've got the top and the middle switches disconnected, and I didn't show you pulling the connector off the bottom switch, which was the same big old plastic thing as the top. So inside the microwave, you might be able to get, if you figure out one of these switches is bad, you push that little plastic thing and just rotate it like that, and it comes off. And this is the switch. And I didn't write down those numbers, but you could pause it and write that number down if you need to. And then you put it back in like that. Click it in place. So you can get the middle switch out the same way. It's the same connector on that one. It just rotates on that pin, and you can pick it up and replace it. And this one's I don't remember which one's there's a switch. This one says normally closed. So the other one might have been normally open. I didn't look. But anyway, you can get the switch you need and put it back in that same just snappy-in way, and you'll be ready to go. These switches should last the life of the microwave, but they don't. They're cheap. Now, I had problem with this switch before, and I broke that piece of plastic taking it out. So this is not representative of what it should look like. There should be a catch there where that thing is broken off. But here's the middle switch, the one that has a green clicker, and I show, oh, look at that, it works. So that's not the bad switch. And here's the bottom switch. And that also works. So not surprisingly, it's the top switch that is the problem. And I think if the bottom switch was bad, I think it would be the opposite. I think the fan would run when the door was closed. Anyway, here's the top switch. I'm surprised now because this is the switch I thought was bad. Now I've got a situation where when I'm testing them, all switches appear to work. So this switch I've actually had apart before. I've taken it apart and fiddled around with it, and I thought I got it working. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the switch. But before I do, I pried it apart, and I'll just click it here just to show you kind of what happens inside the switch, because I think that's kind of cool. But you could see how maybe if it was pressed at a different angle or something like that, maybe this little mechanism would not work. So I think that's what happened. So I had an old switch from a microwave that I just threw out recently, but it was like a 30-year-old microwave or more. And it was the same switch after all those years. So that's the switch I ended up using in this to replace the top switch. So here's those locking connectors and the middle switch. Get those on there. And they're a little loose. I actually squeezed them with the pliers just to make sure that they were nice and tight after this. I didn't show that on the video though. Difficult to get shots inside the microwave and have them be any good for you to see what's going on. But get this thing basically back into place here. You got to hang that top little hook up there. And then on the bottom there's this other little thing you got to snap into place, which I didn't show, but you can see it there. It's snapped into place. And now you can see that bottom switch there has got the connector on it. Well, no, you can't really see it. But actually, if you look very closely, that wasn't on there. I went back and fixed that, though. One of the connectors wasn't connecting. So anyway, once I got all the switches back in place and connected, you just drop this control panel back into place. And again, the one screw, just replace that. And at this point, I thought I'd go ahead and test it. So I flipped the circuit breaker back on. And aha, no fan noise. So it's fixed. So all there is left to do is just to put this top piece back on. And that's about it. So hopefully you got an idea about what might be causing your microwave to have the fan come on when you open the door. Ask me questions in the comments if you want to, or go ahead and have the courage to replace the switch in your broken microwave. Hope you enjoyed it.